Good morning. It is Monday, March 4th. We're on our way to drop Eli off at school. Got a couple errands that we got to take care of. Busy day today. Let's get to it. All right. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great start to your work week. Hope you had an excellent weekend. Got to spend some time with the family, kick your feet up, enjoy your time away from work. If not, hey, maybe today you'll be able to kick your feet up. Anyway, we're gonna get started today. We got a lot going on. We just dropped off Eli at school, and now we're headed over to one of Amanda's friend's house that she graduated high school with. They are getting rid of. They have a large dog cage, and we've been looking for one for Bowser because he's kind of outgrown the one that he's in. So we've been looking for a larger cage, and lo and behold, Amanda found one. So we're gonna head over there. Hopefully, it fits in the car. It doesn't collapse. So it's one of those drop pin cages. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm not really sure how else we're going to get it home because it's flipping cold out. But then we've got to run to the grocery store, pick up a few things there. Then we'll head home and we'll head home. We got to finish editing today's vlog and get that uploaded. That's top priority today. And then we'll see what else. We need to this week we have to get into that top 5 list that we talked about on Thursday. That top 5 list is crucial because we're in the middle of this downtime, and we need to get some things accomplished. That way stuff doesn't get put on hold until after our wedding season begins. And boy, oh boy, is it going to be a busy wedding season. We've already booked, I think we're on, I want to say we're on wedding 12 for the year, which last year we did 8, so we're 4 more than we did. It's going to be a busy wedding season. So at any rate, let's get into today. Thank God they put that thing in the back of the box. That would not have fit in this car if it was together. Holy smokes. I really appreciate the fact that they kept the box, because it just makes reselling it and that much easier, right? The buyers appreciate it so much more. And I get a lot of crap from my wife about keeping boxes for certain things, and the one thing that I know she picks on me for is keeping boxes like old video games and old video game consoles and things like that, things that I'll probably never sell, but I keep those for collector's purposes. However, we've talked about it on the vlog before. Keeping, like, when you purchase equipment and things like that for your business, keeping the boxes it's a good idea, because when you go to sell it, it looks so much better on paper and on like a listing, if you have like the box, the instructions, like all the packaging and things like that. That way it kind of gives the buyer this this notion of like, if you've kept the box and things, you've probably kept good care of the actual device itself. So I truly do appreciate the fact that they kept the box and B, put it back into the box before they sold it. That's awesome. Bowser is gonna love this. So all right, so we got to go to the store, pick up a few things, and then we'll head back home. We'll assemble the cage, and then we will go from there. All right, we got the massive dog cage put together, and whew, that thing is big. I don't know if it's actually going to work out. Moving it for showings is going to be a pain in the butt. It is definitely a large cage, and he would love it, but I just think the size that he went from, this is like if you turn his current cage on its side and like doubled it up, seems maybe a little over the top. If we might need to search for one that's like the in between what he currently has and this one up there. If he gets any bigger, though, that one's going to be a good cage to have, and maybe it's something that we leave open or whatever and put a bed in there, and he can kind of come and go as he pleases. But for showings and things like that, it's because you're going to have to tear it down. It's a cage that has a drop pin, the 4 drop pins in the corners, so it's a little bit harder to assemble and deassemble. So, obviously clearing it out for showings is going to be rather difficult. So, we'll see what Amanda thinks. If not, we've got the other one for now, and he's perfectly fine in there. But let's get into some editing. We got to finish up editing today's vlog, get that started, uploaded. Let's get to editing. All right, time to get going to work. Not gonna mention the weather, just gonna sit back and relax and let Mother Nature do its thing. But it's March, come on. All right, so we're on our way to work, and yeah, got some work done around the house. We got, like you saw, we got the dog cage up, which is good. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a little too big. I don't think it's gonna work out. So anyway, on our way to work, got quite a bit done around the house today. Also got some work in on the business side of things. Got one of my top five things to do in the off season. Checked one of them off the list today, and that was organizing 2019-2020 client folder. Obviously, if you've got the CMS client management software, it does it for you. But for those of us that are working with a strict, tight budget, the old pen and paper and a binder with some dividers is the way to go. It's free. It might take a little bit of extra time, but if you sit down for about 30 minutes every couple weeks, you can definitely organize it and be just as on top of things as your counterpart that uses the software. Granted, the software does provide additional benefits, like emailing, sending out notifications for bills and things like that, keeping on top of correspondence. It does a lot more than just keeping your contracts in order. But I feel like I've got a pretty good grip on that side of things. And with having less than 15 clients, I feel like it's not really a necessity at this point, right? You're talking about spending a full, in my personal situation, it would be like spending it's like $30 a month. So you're talking almost just over about $360 a year. So about a client, a little bit about, basically spending about a client's worth of income on software to make your life easier, which is fine. Not dogging those people that use it, not saying it's a bad system. I will definitely be getting on board, but right now, when I'm trying to upgrade my services, as far as upgrading my equipment, picking up additional equipment to better my situation, i.e., a drone, lighting, better lighting, things like that. I feel like that stuff will warrant a bigger gain in my quality of work versus something on the back end that the client very rarely will see, right? The client doesn't know that I'm using a software to send them emails. The client doesn't know that I'm writing them emails personally. So they don't know that. So as long as I'm on top of that with the 15 clients that I do have, I feel like that's perfectly fine. Now, when you start breaking into the 18 to 20, 25 range as far as clients are concerned, then you might want to start thinking about, like, okay, now I've got more clients, I've got less time to write those personalized emails, keep up on those correspondence, keep up on when people's bills are due. Then it starts becoming a time concern, and then, at that point in time, it's less likely that you're spending a full client's worth of income on that service. And for me, at that point, then I can see the value versus the value versus the cost versus the gain, in that type of spectrum. So again, not downplaying it. If you've got 2 clients and you want to use that client software, go for it. I recommend Honeybook. That seems to be, and then DeSoto, I think, or Destavo, I think, is the other one. Those are the 2 main ones that I hear people using a lot. The Destavo software I have is more attuned to the people in the Tuesdays Together group. A lot of them are using that. So again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use that. I'm just saying, for me personally, my personal situation, I don't see the value in using it just yet. So if that's something you want to do, like if you have a problem keeping organized and you want that extra software to help you out, by all means, dive in for sure. Because you don't want to miss payments, you don't want to have to track clients down, you don't want to worry about contracts and things like that are out there. I can start to see, the one thing I can vouch for is the leads portion of it. Being able to kind of keep in one place where all my leads currently are. Right now, majority of mine sit on Facebook Messenger and or email. If I've talked to somebody, I have notes and mostly have like a client profile, so they'll be in my binder. I don't actually enter anybody into my client or potential client binder until after I've sat down and had a conversation with them. That's kind of like my tipping point. Like if I'm talking to you on Facebook Messenger, there's I've got a document, I've got a record of what was said and the conversation that we have, so that's fine. I can print it out if I want to, and put it in your client file after we start having a conversation face to face or over the phone. But that seems to be my tipping point right there, is when I have that conversation face to face or over the phone, then you get moved from my potential client or lead to potential client into my client file book. So anyway, all right, well, we are headed into work. It's about 11:40 and we got a little bit of time before we get there, but I'm gonna have to go home for lunch because today's vlog is taking extra long to render because these weekend vlogs, man, I don't know if I need to rethink them or what, but there seems to be a lot in there, and I probably could cut the fat out. I really do. This vlog is probably going to be like an hour long, like no joke. It's probably going to be an hour long. So we'll see. I still haven't quite found that niche yet for that type of format. I think I like it, right? I kind of like differentiating the work, the work portion of things and the home portion of things in my vlog, right? It's still value there to see what happens on the weekends and stuff like that. Now in like the downtime versus what, in 6 months when I'm in the middle of wedding season, and you're going to start to notice that it's just going to kind of blend together. So, there isn't going to really be kind of like a true format. I don't think between the two, because there's just going to be so much bleeding over between the two, right? So like I'll be working on Saturday at a wedding, and then traveling to the wedding and home from the wedding and stuff like that on the weekends. So you won't see a lot of that home stuff during the wedding season. But anyway, so let's get to work. Let's keep this day going. I've been extremely productive so far, and let's just keep it going. We're going to go ahead and end the vlog there. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. Got a little bit of work done today. Got a lot of house chores done and everything. We got our folder updated with all of our client profiles and our contracts and everything all printed out nice and neat. We have a second showing on our house tomorrow night, so that's impressive. Hopefully they like it. This is the couple that went to our open house this past weekend, and they scheduled a showing for tomorrow, bringing their parents through to kind of take a look at the place. So hopefully that goes well. Amanda booked 2 photography clients tonight, so all went really well. And work went smooth. So all in all, take it as a win. So tomorrow we're gonna work on some some videography stuff. We've got logo design not logo design. We've got business card design to finish up. We got a couple other things as far as our top five list from this past week. We got a couple things to catch up on there. We've also got a little bit of a surprise tomorrow evening, so I'm really looking forward to recording tomorrow's vlog. Lots to do, lots going on, so can't wait for it. So hope you guys had a great day, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.